Hey, what is going on, guys? Sports 15 here, and today we have another episode of Toronto Maple Leafs via GM mode. And here we are in the third round of the playoffs conference finals. And let's get right into it. We are taking on the New York Islanders in the first round of the not the first round, the third round of the playoffs conference finals. I believe that they finished in second in the Eastern Conference. We obviously won the where is it? We obviously won the President's Trophy this year, so hopefully we have a chance to win this Stanley Cup this year. So they finished in third. They won their division. They should have finished in fourth, but you know that rule where one team from each division has to be top three. So yeah, we'll go back to the NHL. We'll check out some of these stats. So first, goals for per game. We were in first in the NHL with a 3.04 goals for per game. The New York Islanders were in second place with a 2.99 goals for per game. Goals against, we were in fourth place with a 2.20 goals against per game. And the New York Islanders were way down here in 23rd with a 2.71 goals against per game. So these guys are more of a scoring team rather than a defensively team. Power play, we were in second with a 21.6 power play percentage. And the New York Islanders were where are they? Way down here. Nope, might have passed them. The Islanders, they were in 18th with a 16.7 power play percentage. Now let's go to PK. This will be the last one. We finished in third with a 86.2 penalty kill percentage, and the New York Islanders, New York Islanders were in dead last with a 75.7 penalty kill percentage. So we have them beat in all four of those. The only one that they really can compete with us is goals for per game. So yeah, that's pretty interesting right there. We'll go to we'll go check out the lines now. So if you guys forgot my lines, on the first line we have Huberdeau, Pavel Datsyuk, and Phil Kessel on the right side. So second line we have James Van Riemsdyk, Jonathan Drouin, and Mark Scheifele. Third line is Matt Fratton, Nazem Kadri, and Joe Colburn. And then the fourth line is Peros, Connolly, and Brown. Now defensively we have Phaneuf and Riley, both top two defensemen. Second pairing is Gardner and Hamilton, and the third pairing is Streit and Pulock. In net, we have James Reimer, who is 84 overall, but he is performing well in these playoffs. So now let's go to the New York Islanders. If you guys don't remember, this is the team that I did for my first GM mode, so it's going to be pretty interesting to take them on in this third round of these playoffs. So here we go. Their first line is Grabner, Tavares, and Bobby Ryan. Our first line has them beat. Second line, Rashiki, Hamill, and Boyce. Our second line is a lot better. Jonesu, Bailey, and Okposo on the third line. Our third line is way better, but their fourth line, Moulson, Cizikas, and Nielsen, their fourth line is better. So offensively, we have them covered by quite a bit. Just their fourth line is a little bit better. Defensively, Whitney and McDonald, our top two, are a lot better, I would say. Hickey and Donovan, our second pairing is a lot better, and Nice and Hamonic, our bottom six, are a lot better. So we have them covered offensive and defensive, and in net they have Nielsen and DiPietro. So we have them covered offensively, defensively, and in net. But you never know what's going to happen with this simulation. So hopefully we can win this series. We have them covered in all three categories, and we also have them covered in goals for per game, goals against per game, power play percentage, and penalty kills. So here we go. First period of Game 1 in Toronto, ACC. There we go. Matt Fratton scores to give us a 1-0 lead to start off this series. So here we go. Second period. There we go. Phil Kessel scores from the first line, and we are headed to the third period with a 2-goal lead. We're going to slow sim this third period here. We just got to stay clutch. Kadri scores. That's pretty much going to end the game unless they score 3 goals in like 15 minutes, and they're down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Perros scores on Nielsen. Nielsen was starting for them. So Perros got one, Kadri got one, Kessel got one, and Fratton got one. So pretty solid game. We beat them in shots by 5 shots on goal. What's his name? James Reimer gets the shutouts. We win game 1 4-0 to hopefully. There we go. James Reimer gets first star, Phil Kessel gets second, and Fratton gets the third. So hopefully we can win game 2 and keep our home ice advantage going into New York. At this point it would be Brooklyn, because I think they're going to change the name to Brooklyn Islanders, if I am correct. So here we go. Second period. Jonathan Drouin starts off the scoring. He gets his 7th goal of the playoffs, leading the league in the playoffs. So here we go. Second period. James Van Riemsdyk scores 2 goals. That's like 40, 50 seconds apart. So we take a 3-goal lead heading into the third period. We're going to slow sim this third period. They get a power play. We get a long power play, but they score after our power play, I guess. So it's 3-1. Jonathan Tavares scored for them. Streit scores for us, and that's pretty much game. We hold our home ice advantage, and we are headed to New York with a 2-game lead in the series. So we're up 2-0 here, and we have a pretty good shot of making it to the Stanley Cup Finals after we go up in this series 2-0. If we can win this next game, we can pretty much end this series. So here we go. I hope we can win this next game. Van Riemsdyk gets the first star, Reimer gets the second, and Drouin gets the third. So we'll head into game 3 in New York. Hopefully we can win this game. This is a very big game, because if we can win this game, it's pretty much sending them home sending them home packing. I don't know what I was getting at there, but here we go. We got to do some scouting. Bergfist. He's one, but I think I've scouted him a bunch. Bergfist, and is there any goalies? I think Bergfist might be the only good guy to go after. Yeah, let's see if we can scout Bergfist a little bit more. So yeah, we'll scout Bergfist for 6 weeks. 6 weeks, there we go. Bergfist, it'd be nice to get Bergfist in the first round. So here we go. We'll sim game 3 in New York. First home game for them. Here we go. First period, nothing happening. Second period, Donovan scores for them, but then Datsyuk ties it up. So we're headed to the third period. This is actually the first game where it's close headed into the third period. So hopefully we can win this game. They get a power play. They killed off a second one. No, we killed off a second one. Sorry. We killed off another one, and we are headed to OT. So I'm just going to quick sim this. Morgan Riley ends the game there in overtime with a wrist shot from like the boards. So they beat us in shots for the first game of this series, but we win game 3 2-1, and we are headed to game 4 with a chance to win this series and head to the Stanley Cup Finals for the second year in the row. So we win game 3 2-1. I think this might be the first game. I'm not sure. James Reimer gets the first star, Nielsen gets the second, and Riley gets the third. So that was. I'm sorry. Reimer has only given up 2 goals through 3 series. So we are headed to game 4 in New York. Hopefully we can end this series on the road. I would rather win it at home. We would always rather win it at home, but if we can end the series here, sweep off these New York Islanders, and make our way into the Stanley Cup Finals, that'd be so awesome. So here we go. We'll sim this first period quick. Boys gets a goal for them, but Jack Connolly ties it up. So we are headed in the second period with a tie game. So second period, nothing happening. We'll slow sim this third period. 6 times sim speed. We get a power play. Nothing happened. They get a power play. It's a long one, but we kill it off. And it looks like we are headed to overtime for game 4. So we are just going to keep simming this. We get a power play. There we go. Jonathan Drouin gives us the series sweep. He scores his 8th goal of the playoffs, league leading, if I am not mistaken. Jonathan Drouin sends the New York Islanders home packing, and we have won the conference finals, headed to the Stanley Cup finals, and this is going to be a good matchup. I don't know who we're playing yet in the Stanley Cup finals. We will check that out later. So Nielsen gets first star, Reimer gets second, and Boys gets third. So we are headed to the Stanley Cup Finals for back-to-back years. Sorry about that. Jonathan Drouin is leading our team with 8 goals. If I am not mistaken, he was leading the league in goals before. Scheifele is leading our team with 12 assists. Gardner is leading our team with a +7. Brown's leading our team with 34 penalty minutes, and Reimer is obviously leading our team in wins with 12. So we'll check out these stats. Drouin is still leading the league with 8 goals. Some other guys up there from our team are JVR and Datsuk, both tied for third with 5 goals. Sorry, I should have swallowed there. Assists. Let me just grab a sip of water, boys. There we go. Scheifele is leading the NHL in assists with 12. We also have Kessel up there in third with 8. And Huberdeau down there in 8th with 7. So also for points, we have the top 3, Scheifele, Drouin, and Kessel with 16, 14, and 12. Datsuk is in 8th, well tied in 4th with 10 points. Reimer is leading the league in wins because some teams decide not to play their starting goalies every game. But Columbus's goalie, Cheveldaev, he's up there as well. So we're going to check out how Cheveldaev is in these stats right here because we're going to be taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets in the next series. So save percentage, Reimer has a .944 and Cheveldaev has a .955, so that's a little bit better for Cheveldaev. Goals against average, Cheveldaev has a 1.41 goals against average, and Reimer has a 1.54. So it's going to be pretty interesting in the next series. We're going to be taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. We'll go check out the playoff tree really quick. And yeah, we'll go check that out before we go. And hopefully you guys will tune in next time for the Stanley Cup Finals. So let's just check. Sorry, I'm losing my breath. But Columbus won their series against the 2-seed Vancouver Canucks in 5 games, and we beat the 3-seed New York Islanders in 4 games. So this is going to be an interesting series heading into the Stanley Cup Finals. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Peace.